I was going to say that.
Ooh.
That's Mickey.
That's Jacob.
Coming at you from the Poe house.
I'm training him.
No, you're being annoying.
Alright, so, our next movie. Akira. They say Akira.
I know, I'm white. I'm going to say Akira. What, Forrest?
Anyway, it's a Japanese movie, right?
Yes, it's a Japanese, it's an anime.
It's rated R, and it was made in 1988, so it's old. Older than this guy.
Old anime's the best.
It was now these are all Japanese names, so if I butcher them, I'm so sorry. Directed by Katsuhiro Otomo, whatever. Produced by Ryohei Suzuki, I can say Suzuki, and Shunzo Kato. It stars Mitsuo Iwata, Nozomu Sasaki, Yukimasa what? I need glasses. Hold on. I got glasses.
Why is he licking my arm?
I don't know. What do you got on there?
Nothing.
At least he's not meowing like he does in some of the other videos. Alright, this is... I can't read this. Yukimasa Kiwiwata. I don't know what that says. Masato Hirano and Hiroshi Otaki. Whew. Man, that was like...
Now, granted, those are all the Japanese voice actors, and we always watch the English dubs.
Right.
So...
who knows who those guys are? That was too much to look up. So what do you like about the movie? Well, no, tell us a synopsis.
It's honestly, it's kind of hard to make a basic synopsis of this story. Because it starts off with this biker gang, and they're riding around, whatever.
Well, it's after...
well, yeah, it's World War III is supposed to have happened, and so it's after this huge explosion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's now in Neo-Tokyo in 2019.
Haha. They got a few things wrong.
Yeah. But then it starts off with this biker gang, and they're riding around fighting with their rival gang. And then all of a sudden one of the biker kids smashes into this little kid who's all wrinkly and aged, even though he's still a child size. He looks like he's an old man.
And walks like it too.
It's the kid. The kid is fine though, because the kid has
powers.
He has powers. And then that awakens the kid on the bike, whose name is Tetsuo. That awakens Tetsuo's innate powers, and then it turns into this power struggle basically, where he just progressively gets more and more powerful to the point that the power overtakes him.
Because he doesn't know how to control it, and he's angry.
Mm-hmm. Angry. No. So, I mean, that's about as best I can do without giving away anything for the few that haven't seen this movie.
The few?
The few. Like, most everyone has seen this movie.
Tell us below if you've seen this movie. Because I don't believe
or at
most
least
everybody
have heard of it.
I never heard of it till this guy.
You know what? That's not my fault.
It's all your fault. Alright, so what'd you like about it?
Everything.
I know, he's obsessed with this.
He
spent over $100 on the manga.
It was a whole box set. It was the entire manga. It was in this.
It is nice.
It's very nice. And it came with an extra little art book as well. So yes, I did read the manga, so I have the knowledge of the manga in my head as well. It's a very unique and interesting story. Like, it's not anything... It's certainly not anything Hollywood would put out. Even back in the 80s, it's nothing like they would have put out, I don't think. Can you think of anything that it's even remotely similar to this?
I didn't watch stuff like this in the 80s.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I liked it. The animation is incredible. It's so smooth. I forget what it is exactly. I want to say it's like 24 frames per second, which is like double the standard. It's crazy.
24 standard.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I think, well, at the time, or something like that.
I don't know, because I'm taking a class called Mass Communication, and we are in the chapter about movies, and I just read how when it was invented that they did one, that each frame was 1/24th of a second, so that means 24 of them equal, so maybe it was more than that?
It would have to be. I remember reading somewhere that it was like double the normal frame rate of the time, and even to this day it's incredibly smooth animation. Incredibly detailed too. There's so many little...
A lot of detail in it.
Little things.
I would hate to have to draw it.
It's just a very interesting story, and it's one of those thought-provoking type movies, and I actually really enjoy those. The ones that make you think afterwards.
I mean, this is his painting after all. So this is how his thoughts look, and that's kind of
More or
like
less.
this movie. It's
More or
like
less.
that. So
What
yes,
did
I
you
agree.
like about it?
Nothing. No, I'm. It was an intriguing story. There were some likable characters. There were some too that you're just like, oh my gosh, somebody punch him. And there was lots and lots of action, like total action
Yeah.
all the way through. And they like to say, shut up. I don't know why, but I like that. Because it's better than doing the F-bomb all the time, which they did swear in this, but not a lot.
They did drop the F-bomb once.
Yeah.
Once.
But they just like to tell everybody shut up, so I liked it. Shut up! What did you not like about it?
I mean, really nothing. There was... Okay, because this movie is basically like the first half of the manga, and that's because Katsuhiro was writing it. He started writing the manga back 82, I think, and then I don't remember how exactly it came about, but the production then started on the movie, which he wrote and directed as well. So the author of the manga wrote and directed the movie adaptation of his own manga. That's pretty cool. But he hadn't finished the manga yet, so in doing this movie, he had to come up with the ending that ultimately would have been for the manga before he even wrote it. So because of that, it's kind of weird.
So this is what you didn't like about it?
It's not that I don't like it, it's just interesting because it's only like the first half of the manga, and because there was...
And then it ends.
Yeah, and since there was so much in the manga, so much extra things, like there was a lot of like minor characters in here that actually have like a bigger purpose in the manga, but they're just reduced to like a background character in here, and you're like, and they don't really say anything, and it's like, wait, you have a part that's like important to the story. So
you feel like it would have been better if it was like a two-parter or something, two full movies?
I feel like if they had made, after he finished the manga, then made a sequel to kind of complete it, then that could have been cool. But at the same time, I don't know that it would have worked. So it's just a weird thing. And it's not that I don't like that per se. It's just, I think it's a very interesting thing about this movie. So,
Yeah.
because there's really nothing that I didn't like, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it was very violent, so it's definitely not necessarily a movie for kids. It was absolutely written and made for adults. Obviously, it's rated R. So yeah, it was very, very violent, and the main characters and many of the background characters, I mean, they were just violent and angry. There was no talking it out. It was all, it was just, oh, pow! Blood flying everywhere, skulls bashing, blowing somebody's face off. Yeah, so definitely not for kids. I thought it was, I don't know, kind of weird. I remember the first time that we watched it, that one thing that I told you was so annoying, it wasn't quite as annoying this time, so I don't know if we just had a worse sound system before when we watched it.
Oh,
because
that
I remember,
part of the soundtrack?
Yeah, because I just remember it being really loud and obnoxious, and it wasn't that way this time. It was still obnoxious, but not so loud. Okay, what about actors and characters?
The characters? Well, I can't really say much about the actors.
Because we don't know who they are.
Well, the Japanese people. I like the English voice dubs. I think they all did pretty good.
Yeah.
And they matched. Like sometimes the voice overs, they don't match the characters. But I think everyone matched pretty well in this. I liked Kaneda. It's hard not to like him. He's so fun.
I like that they all looked, pretty much Japanese.
Yeah.
Because when you draw cartoons, sometimes it's hard to tell what ethnicity it is. Not that it really matters, but if they're in Neo Tokyo, then they should look Japanese, I feel. But anyway, continue.
I liked Kaneda, and I liked... Tetsuo was annoying.
Yes. Yeah, he got on your nerves.
Yes. And I kind of liked the little old kids, honestly. I don't know why. I just do. But yeah, I like Kaneda, and I like Kei, the rebellion girl, whatever. But I like most of the characters, I think. I kind of like the Colonel, too. He's like, he took no crap from anybody. He's just like done with everything.
Yeah, that's how I aspire to be. Just kidding.
Yeah. The scientist guy was kind of...
weird.
Yeah,
I liked Kaneda, too. He was fun. Because he's kind of like polar, what's that called? Bipolar or something, because one minute he's yelling and screaming and fighting, and the next minute he's hitting on some girl. So he's your typical teenager, I guess. But he was fun, and the old kids were really kind of strange. But yeah, they had some fun moments as well. They were really weird, though.
They're kids that aged rapidly, but they didn't grow in height, so they're old kids.
And then what happened to Tatsuo at the end? I thought,
Tatsuo?
isn't that his name?
Tetsuo.
Tetsuo, whatever. That was really bizarre. So if you haven't watched the movie, watch it and tell me what you thought about what happened to him at the end. It's just really bizarre. Overall thoughts?
I loved it.
I know you do.
I really enjoy movies or just even just concepts like books or whatever that make you question stuff, that make you think afterwards, or that provide a unique concept, like a mind-bending concept. And this did that with what you were talking about, what happened to Tetsuo at the end. I don't want to say it, but it's so cool. Ghost in the Shell is like that too. It brings up a lot of concepts and ideas you just like breaks your brain, and I like stuff like that. So I loved it.
I did enjoy the movie, but I thought it was kind of weird. Definitely, again, an anime for adults. I don't recommend it for kids, but it was enjoyable for what it was. Your rating?
The big heart eye emoji.
I give it just a regular smiley face. Because I did think it was kind of weird and, super violent and, people just fighting. Why do they always do like these post-apocalyptic movies where everybody just wants to fight each other? You don't think people would be like, oh, hey, we're the last people on Earth. Let's be friends. I don't know. But anyway, so, yeah, it was okay. Tell us below if you've seen the movie and what you thought of the movie. If you agree with him or you agree with me.
See, we have opposing views this time.
Ooh. Something for you guys. Oh, my head. All right, so I guess that's that. Until the next one.
Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yes, please. Get your friends and family to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
So we can start doing special things for those who like us the most.
Okay.
That sounds bad.
Yeah.
It could be taken bad, but don't take it bad. We're innocent. See our halos? Yeah, I don't know about him, but I got one.
If you have one, then how did you have me?
I was married. Ish. No, I wasn't
Me?
actually.
Me? No.
Well, that was before. I've turned my life around.
Okay.
Turned
That's
my
Mickey.
life around. That's Jacob. That's Jacob's painting.
Bye.
Toodles.